Hello everyone, welcome to the Spotlight. Hopefully I'm live. I've had to change my setup around, but I'm here for the Tottenham Man United preview and a bit of manager talk with Poch going out the Champions League and what I think about Poch and whether I would want him as manager or not. So, big game first of all against Spurs, an even more must-win game after the weekend, last weekend getting absolutely destroyed by Man City. I'm not going to be too negative today or go into it too much. Just want to talk about the fact that I think Spurs will be dangerous on the break. We know what Kane and Son have got in the locker with that ball over the top. So when we get onto my team, you can guess who isn't playing. You can probably guess that he's not going to be playing, even if we're playing Scunthorpe United. I won't play Maguire. So, I mean, I'll get into it early before we get into the team and the manager talks. It seems to be the hot topic at the minute. That Pochettino is obviously, everyone says he's favourite for the job. I think he's favourite for the job. Do I want Pochettino? Absolutely not. What are my opinions on Pochettino? I think if we'd have took him when Ollie should have got sacked, I'd have took anyone over Ollie at the time. After that Liverpool game, I'd have dealt with having Poch. If we'd have took him, I think it was the December before when Ollie was on a run and Poch was available. And then Ollie went on a run and turned it around and we ended up keeping him again. I'd have taken him then. But now, would I take Poch after what he's done at PSG? No. I think he's been there 2 years. What has he won? He's probably going to win the league this year. He didn't win it last year. He's just been knocked out the French Cup. Apparently, I heard a stat this morning, he hasn't won away in League A at all this season. They've either drawn or lost. I don't know if that's true or not. I haven't researched it myself. But if that is true, that he hasn't won an away game in the French league for however long with that team, it is ridiculous. They've just been mauled by Real Madrid, bottled it after playing well for the first 60 minutes. They've gone, and yeah, you can blame the players there, but what, he got Tottenham to the final of the Champions League. It's his only thing that he's ever done. It's what he bases his whole career on. A team can go on a cup run. What happened to Liverpool, was it, when they finished 5th or something? They were 3-0 down in the Champions League final. They came back and won it. Tottenham lost the Champions League final. If they'd have won it, I might give him a bit more credit. They lost. Lost. I don't get it. They lost the final. They didn't win anything. The year that Leicester won the Premier League, Tottenham should have won the Premier League. Bottled it. Last 5 or 6 games of the season, the backsides fell out and they ended up finishing 3rd. That was under Pochettino. I think he'd be a puppet to the board. He'd be another yes man, another man who can work under a budget. He clearly can't manage egos. I know PSG have got a way better squad than we have and way better players, but some of our players who aren't on that level have got an ego as big as them players. He can't manage them. How's he going to manage the players we currently have? It's not happening. Bear with me, the door's going off. All right, I'm back, people. Sorry about that. My sister turned up. It's my kid's birthday today, so she brought his present round. So, yeah, what was I talking about? I can't even remember. Pochettino, failure. Who would I get? I mean, who's the options, really? Zidane, he's not coming. Ancelotti, for me. Would he be another Mourinho? Comes in, he's a bit old, past it. Another Van Gaal, that's not for me. I mean, you've got to take a risk on a younger manager and give him the free rein and the time. But if you want my real honest opinion, whether we get Poch, Ten Hag, Ancelotti, Jose Mourinho again, anyone, they will all be hindered by what's going on upstairs. Everyone's obsessed with what manager we get. In my opinion, I hope Ralph Rangnick goes upstairs and he is allowed to control some football decisions and take it off Arnold and Murta and the board. Because if nobody goes upstairs, or if we just part ways with Rangnick and it stays with them lot upstairs, unless Arnold is going to give free rein to a manager, we're going to be in the same situation as we have been for the last 10 years. So, I mean, the summer is a big time, not only because we need a new manager and the team's in an absolute state. It's a huge issue because will Richard Arnold hand over footballing decisions to football people? And that's all I'm going to say about it. You can be players out, manager out, whatever you want to be. The real problem is the people who own this club and who they have in charge of running it day to day. I'm willing to give Arnold and Murta a chance. And yes, I know they've been there for years, but they're under that idiot, egotistical, wanting to do everything Woodward. We have to give them a chance to see if they are going to change this summer. And personally, for me, change would be going for a Ten Hag, letting him bring his own coaches in, letting him sell who he wants and buy who he wants. He's not going to clear this squad of everything, and he's not going to get everyone he wants in one window. But Ten Hag would be seeing that we're going to build for the future. For me, Pochettino is we're building for top four maintenance. And anyway, let's get on to the Spurs game. I'll get the tactics board up. Here we go. There's the tactics board. So I'll put myself in the frame. Now we'll just leave the tactics board up as I've been gone for about 5 minutes. I mean, this is the team that I'd play. I'd just run through it quickly. De Gea, Telles, Varane, Lindelof and Dalot. No Maguire, no Wan-Bissaka. I think they were absolutely shambolic, them two, against City. Telles wasn't great, but I've got no faith in Luke Shaw. He's just 8 years he's been at the club and we've had maybe one decent season out of him. He's on about wanting a new contract. 150 grand a week Luke Shaw's on. You're telling me we can't go and find another left back on way less money than that's as good or as consistent as Luke Shaw? There's got to be loads out there without even naming any. There must be. 150 grand a week. Ridiculous. Varane and Lindelof. Lindelof wasn't great against City, but again, he's back with Maguire. He's always looked very much in control and a good defender when he's playing with Varane. So this is key in here for me. Dalot, I don't know why Dalot has ever been dropped in the first place. I was watching a video on the United stand the other day of some statistics versus Dalot and Wan-Bissaka, and I mean, go watch the video. I think it was earlier on this week, Monday or Tuesday. Wan-Bissaka don't win a single statistic. It's ridiculous. And if you watch any of my previous videos, you'll know I'm not a Wan-Bissaka fan anyway. I'd have been playing Dalot years ago. well, even when Ollie was about, I didn't rate Wan-Bissaka at all. Midfield, I'm going with Matic and Fred. I thought McTominay was atrocious against City. Yeah, he spoke all right after the game, but in the game he was pathetic. I forgot to mention it on my review of the City game that near the end, when we're 4-1 down, I think, and I think it's Cancelo in the corner, tries to do him, McTominay makes the tackle, Cancelo goes down and McTominay shouting at him to get up and all this lot. What's he shouting at him for? He's 4-1 down. Absolutely ridiculous. I mean, it's honestly pathetic. Are you telling me McTominay's in that team because he shouts about a lot and he's more concerned about shouting at the other team and that lot than actually playing football? I mean, like I've said before, I think McTominay's attitude is fine. I think he does like the club. The fact is, he's just not good enough. Fred's not good enough either, but as we're playing Matic, a bit more legs in there with Fred. Said all I need to say about Fred. I'd put him in the same bracket as McTominay. He likes the club, runs around a lot, and apart from running around a bit, does absolutely nothing. And then I played Pogba in the normal Bruno position, the number 10, the third midfielder. Give him a bit of free rein in the middle of the park instead of making him defend. And let him do his thing, Pogba. Just give him the ball and let him play. And then Sancho on the left deserves to stay out there. He's been probably the only consistent outfield player we've had over the last 5 or 6 games. I'd put Fernandes out on the right. Bruno's been off form, but out there on the right, he's going to be a bit further up the pitch when he receives the ball. He can put the ball in the box. And I've put Ronaldo up there. A lot of people are saying play Cavani because he's back. I've lost all trust in Cavani, mate. Why should we play Cavani now he's back from injury? After he's been crybabying for the last 2-3 months that he's injured all the time. If he cannot be bothered to play, why should we be playing him? That's my opinion. Would I be playing Ronaldo in this game and the Madrid game if we had anyone else? Probably not. I mean, you can put Cavani in there if you want. That's your call. Personally, I won't bother. I won't play him. Unless it's a crap game like something's useless, like we're playing Leeds or Watford or someone. I don't think he deserves the chance of starting. I'd maybe, if Ronaldo starts and we're winning or he's having a poor game, bring him on after an hour. I don't think Cavani deserves to start, and he definitely doesn't deserve to start in that Champions League game midweek. That's just my opinion on Cavani. Go back and watch the video that I did on him previously. So, yeah. What's my score prediction? Oh, God, I don't even know in this game. United are so bad at Old Trafford. It depends if Kane and Son are on form for me. So I don't think... I mean, I'm going to go for a 2-2 draw. I'm going to say a draw. Them two are on form. Spurs have been hammering the goals in lately. We've been okay against the poorer teams, then awful against City. Spurs are a worse side than City, a better side than the teams that have been playing. I'll go for a draw. I'll go 2-2. Tell me what you think in the comments. What's your score prediction? What do you think the score will be? Who do you think should play? Put your 11 in there. Tell me what you think. And hit like, favourite, subscribe. And I'll see you on the next stream. I'm off out tonight. So we'll see if I can get an overview in tomorrow. It's also my kid's birthday weekend, so I'm a bit pushed for time this weekend. But yeah, I'll definitely be back with an overview at some point. And I'll see you on the next one. Peace out, people.